All right, child. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Hey, everybody. Let's try it again. We back. We back. Say whoop whoop. Thank you. Yeah, we back. We back. We're back. We're back. Hey. Hey, Kayla. Yeah, we live, baby. Thank God. No, I don't want you to work, child. Right. Whoop whoop. Y'all be having me cutting up. I don't even know what we was talking about. You say same Barb here, child. You one of a few. I'm sorry, Aisha. No, I had to go ahead and do it because my little girl gets out of school at around 2:30. But my friend going to get her, but I still had to go ahead and get it in before she gets home. Yay. Hey, Long Island. You thought Nicki was trying to stop my bag? Child, listen. I was like, wait a minute now, what happened? I was like, what happened, y'all? No, I'm just asking a question. We were having a discussion earlier before I got cut off. I don't know if it's I don't know. I've literally been trying to go live for about 2 hours. So I'm guessing since it's cold outside, my internet, my Wi-Fi is not working pretty good. Not working that good. You said Nick stop my bad. Yeah, but anyway, I guess my Wi-Fi is not working that good today, so it cut me off earlier. I tried to go live early and it kept cutting me off. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try one more time. If you say her name too many times, she appears and stop your face. Thank you, Miss Danielle. Miss Danielle said y'all hit the like button. Thank you for that. She definitely is. Oh, thank you, Mika B. Thank you. I appreciate that. He said she run on YouTube. Hey, Sammy. They might have been, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody might have flagged me. That might be what happened. I don't know, child. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Aisha. Yeah, she's also suing where's the guy's name? Let me see, can I find it? She is suing this guy here because he said that this is her second time supporting a criminal basically. She posted this to her Instagram. She says, "You better have a good lawyer, Jesse Palmer, Honor Palmer. You just lied on me on national TV and now you're being sued. You better be able to back up what you just said about me with facts." And she said, "Super facts, defamation, good form video link in my bio." So basically, he said that this is her second time supporting a known rapist or whatever. So he was talking about her brother, and I guess that got Nicki mad because nobody ever says anything out loud about her brother. Not people that are in the industry. So that was kind of weird that he said that. He said he is around. Hey, chilling. She's fighting her for her love. That's my question. That is my question, my topic for the live before we got cut off earlier, before my bag got stopped, child. But anyway, my question for the topic, to be honest, is Nicki ruining her career for her happiness? And if she is, yeah, he went to jail for 4 years. If she is willing to do that, should we just let that be? I mean, it's her business, of course, but should we just let it drop? Like if she's willing to ruin her career, basically, is it fair to her fans? Is it fair to her, the people that stand her? Is it fair to the people that love her that she's willing to put her career in danger for her happiness and for somebody that she loves? Is it fair to them? Yes, it is almost the weekend, child. And we got to go to another festival, Christmas festival. And I'm trying to figure out which one I want to take her to. But we probably end up going to two, child. So hold on, y'all. Hello. She came back. She came back in time. I'm sorry I ain't calling you and let you know. I'm sorry. I'm glad you called though, because I sure forgot about the child. Nah, I love you, girl. All right, y'all. Bye bye. That was my mama. That was my mama. I was just picking at her. Yeah, I posted the receipts for y'all. It's on. I posted this stuff y'all asking me about. I posted for y'all to see last week. The receipts of Kenny saying he using her. I posted that for y'all last week on my Instagram and on my YouTube community tab. You said you couldn't lay with the killer. Oh man, I it's just okay. If we're in, take out the fact that she's a world renowned superstar. Take that away. If you're just a regular person, a local person around and about, even the people that live in your neighborhood are gonna be saying, you do know that man went to jail, went to prison for killing somebody and raping somebody or trying to rape somebody. I'm not sure that I want him in my neighborhood and I have kids that play out in the yard. That's just a regular everyday person. Nobody ain't gonna want that person around their neighborhood and I have my kids out and stuff. Okay, now put back in the fact that you are a superstar. And I talked about this earlier. And I'm just gonna reiterate the fact when you're a superstar, a music superstar, you not only have to deal with your label, you have to deal with your label, you have to deal with backers, you have to deal with sponsors, you have to deal with management, you have to deal with PR, marketing. You literally have a whole team behind you. You have people that want you to be the face of their makeup. You have people that want you to be the face of their lipstick, their clothing, their boots, their this, their that. If I know that you're dating a actual convict, not a person that had a trouble past. We're talking about an actual hard convict that not only went to prison for attempted rape, he went to prison for manslaughter. He went to prison for 9 other things. That's the stuff that we know about. Why would I want you to be the face of my brand and knowing that you associate yourself with that type of stuff? I told y'all last time we was on live. Why y'all think Cardi dropped Offset? Why y'all think Cardi dropped Offset? Them people start getting in her ear and telling her, you need to go ahead and drop this man. Cause if you don't drop him, I'ma drop you. And then where you gonna be at? Cause he gonna still be doing what he doing. You said hide your kids and hide your wives and your uncles. Man, listen, I don't it's weird to me. It's weird to me that people, you know what's weird? Let me see. How do I want to say this? Because I don't want to be messy. I love everybody I do, right? As far as in this platform. How is it that when Cardi was making her bad decision, throwing a shoe, Offset, Cardi got drugged through the mud? Some of these people talk about Cardi like Cardi was a dog, a nasty dog, a dirty dog. They went there. They really went there about Cardi. But here it comes with Nicki dating somebody who is a hardened criminal, an actual active gang member, and they're like, that's her life. Let her live her life. I can't pick her lover for her. Like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now I'm not saying that Nicki ain't the one that did all of that. She ain't the one that did all that, but she's still associated. And not only is she with the guy, she's flaunting the guy to everybody in the public. Like she's saying, I don't care what y'all think about him. No, you don't have to care what we think as the public, but you got to care what your label thinks. You got to care what your PR people think. You have to care what your marketing team. And I know they're going crazy right now. They were giving her hell, but now they're like, okay, when she said the part about him being 15 and she was 16, they're like, okay, well, we knew it was an explanation. That's not an explanation. That ain't an explanation. I said she was old. I ain't said she was old, did I? Hey, La Body. No, I don't think she old. If he really out for Nicki's best interest, he wouldn't allow her to post him. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know. Not only that, if he was out for his best interest, he wouldn't allow Nicki to post him. This man is an active member of a gang. Y'all see Nicki throwing up those those gang signs. He's throwing up those gang signs. The guys that she's taking out to dinner with them is throwing up the gang signs. They're saying sleaze, heavy on the salt, heavy. Like she's saying heavy on it. That's part of their like gang lingo or whatever you call it. Yeah, right, she trying to be a crib. Yeah, he clout chasing. I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. I'm not being biased. I'm not being down on Nicki. Nicki appointed herself as a queen. Okay, again, let's do the scenario again. Let's take Nicki out of the limelight. Say Nicki is one of your stuck up aunts. You said they dragged Cardi because she said that's what I'm saying. Like they put Cardi through the mud, but now it comes with Nicki. It's like, oh well, that's her life. Now wait a minute now. You can't have it both ways. Some people are such hypocrites. You can't drag Cardi for her bad decisions, and then when it come to Nicki, like, oh, she grown. That's her. Like, no, 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 no. You can't do it. You can't do it. But y'all call me biased. You can't do that. Now, what was I talking about? Because I was getting ready to say something. Okay, let's run this scenario, right? Say Nicki is one of your stuck up aunts. She always talking bad about all the other aunts and their kids, their children, they children. She always talking bad about everybody. Oh, I know she ain't gonna be. I know she not gonna have a kid with him, and she gonna be his fourth baby mama. I know she not gonna marry him, and he just went to jail last year. I know he's not gonna go with that girl, and she's on her third baby, and he ain't even a baby daddy. You the stuck up aunt. You talking trash about everybody in the family, but at the same time, you about to marry somebody who fresh out of jail. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot go on Twitter throw so much shade at Cardi that it blocks the sun out, saying y'all need to make sure y'all have a ring before y'all get married, which is true if it's your opinion or whatever. Y'all need to stop doing this. I ain't never had to play to get the pole position. I ain't never had to suck no DJ. So much shade that is blocking out the sun. And then you turn around and you go with somebody who's nowhere near your level. How can you do that? Right, 5 kids. 5 kids. He have 5 kids. Like somebody that's nowhere near your level and will never ever be with on your level. I might not agree with everything that Nicki does, but if you call yourself a queen, I'm gonna go along with it. One thing I like about Nicki is the way that she acts stuck up for herself. Not when she lash out at other people, but I like the fact that she acts like one of those stuck up girls. It doesn't bother me. That part doesn't bother me. But if you gotta act like you stuck up, how you being stuck up but hanging out with trash? You can't do but right. A walking contradiction. You cannot do both. Yeah, she been knew him. She used to date him when she was 16. Say, is Nicki ready to be a stepmom? She did pretty good with Meek's little boy. You say what level she on? I don't know what actual level she's on anymore, but I know what level she was portraying herself to be on. She going through something. I slick feel bad for her. She's sad inside. I want to say that too, but then you can't even say you feel bad for her because everybody like you're being biased. Like, dang, what can I say? I'm telling you the truth. Like, it's just it's it's a mess. You have to be. She better than anybody should know. She wasn't even willing to let Safari ruin her career. She wasn't even willing to let the knowledge of her and Safari being together ruin her career. But she's willing to put this man on the front line. He has more than one son. I thought he only had one son. You say she's going through with something. Yeah, she was 16 and he was 20. You said that man that meat is a hell of a drug. Y'all act like y'all don't know. I mean, we done been through some things, but none of us had no career like that. That's the point I need some people to see. Yeah, he is R. Kelly. We talked about that too. We talked about that too with Safari. Safari is nice looking. He's built nice, and y'all know about that third leg. But when we was talking about Safari, we also said, when a woman wants to a woman wants to be protected. A woman wants to know for a fact that she's protected. So if I'm getting in an argument with somebody, or somebody is, being loud with me, I need you to step up. I don't need you to try to hide behind me while I'm trying to check somebody. I need you to push me out the way. Not push me, but move me out the way and check them. Safari don't look like he's one of the ones that could check nobody. He got the body, but he don't look like he really would do it. Ooh, R. Kelly says Petty got her feeling protected. I don't know where her dad is at. I have no clue at all. I have no clue, Passion. I have no clue. You say he was hiding behind his fur coats. Look, and then everybody was trashing Safari about wearing fur coats. And then look, everybody wearing all these guys wearing fur coats now. Like you say Safari was a better choice than Meek Mills on or the latest convict. Low self-esteem, preacher Aston, thank you. Not everyone made excuses for all of Cardi's dirty ratchet behavior, claiming that she's young. No, 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 no. I got on Cardi too. I got on Cardi too. Especially in the lives. Like I told y'all, when I'm live, this is more of Aston during my lives. These are my more personal opinions. Now my videos, that's a different story. I'm just telling y'all what happened, what's been going on Instagram, what's been said on Twitter, what the atmosphere is on Instagram and Twitter. What's the rumors on Instagram and Twitter. Here on live, this is more of my personal thoughts, my personal opinions, how I feel about stuff more deeply. He said Nicki hates her dad. He abused her mom. No, I am not pickified. I'm never pickified. Listen, I told y'all when Cardi did that thing, I said, I understand she was upset, but I wish she would not have done that where they were. She should not have done that where they were because that could have been a career ending moment. And I think it almost was. I really, really think it almost was. If it wasn't for what was the lipstick company that supported her right after? If nobody had support, it was a lipstick company, but I can't remember the name of it. What was the Oh God, I can't think of it. But anyway, they posted her lipstick that they had did a collab on the next day. And I feel like if no one had supported her really quickly after, then everybody else would have Tom Ford, right? Hey, Courtney. I y'all know I get off track real quick. I'm sorry. Tom Ford posted his lipstick collab that he did with Cardi the next day and it sold out in minutes. But I feel like that was crucial because if one of these big companies did not show their support so quickly after her throwing the shoe at Nicki, I think that would have almost ended her career. So that was crucial that they showed support for her so quickly after. Matt gave Nicki a collab too. Yeah, I know Nicki did this before pretty much everybody. I'm just giving y'all an example of how I feel that Cardi almost ruined her career. And if Tom Ford, in my opinion, if Tom Ford wouldn't have supported her so quickly after, then everything would have gone downhill. Because y'all remember Rihanna uninvited her to her show. Do y'all remember that? So I think it was crucial. Hey, Sandy. Oh, you been gone for a minute. Now you back. I've been gone for a minute too. I don't know if y'all was here on the first live, but I was telling y'all then that in the month of December, we're going to be busy with doing a lot of Christmas festivals and Christmas activities with the little baby, my little fat. So most of the videos that I'll be doing, they won't be videos actually. It'll be me going live. So If you don't like that, then I'm sorry. But mostly what I'll be doing from now on for the month of December is basically doing lives, because I don't have 8 hours doing during this season to really take. I don't have time to take 8 hours to edit a video. I just can't do it. You say it's on the record for the state of New York. It is on the record. Was she invited to the Diamond Ball? I don't know. I know that I don't know if the exact name of it, but I know Cardi was supposed to go to the Rihanna event at New York Fashion Week, and after she threw the shoe at Nicki, that she was uninvited. You said instead of people dragging Nicki, it's better to pray for her and hope she gets better. She's probably going through a mental, emotional breakdown because of her past. But she seems really happy, which is why I titled the video "Is Nicki ruining her career for her happiness?" And should she be free to? But is she gonna realize? Is she gonna realize with? But she's been in the game so long. It's like, is she willing to ruin her career right now? Does she not care? Okay, Rihanna's event is the Diamond Ball. Thank you, Passion. Thank you. You say it can be an act. You say all this is allegedly, guys, for all those Barb. This whole conversation is allegedly. That's all Juice just asking a question. Thank you, Miss Rag. It is. It is allegedly, because you have to be safe with saying allegedly or whatever. So thank you for saying that. Allegedly. It's Nicki allegedly ruined her career for her alleged happiness. Now, if Nicki had kids, then it may be a problem. Other than that, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I told y'all I had a little cold again. Hold on, let me catch your comment. You said, oh God, give me a little second. You said if Nicki had children, maybe it might have been a problem. Then she can get. Wait a minute. What am I reading? Okay. Now, if Nicki had kids, then it may be a problem. Other than that, she can get her rocks off. She ain't going through nothing. It's the D, and I ain't talking about no dope. Okay, I got you. You saying as long as she don't have no kids around him, then it's not a problem for you. As long as she can be able to be happy in the bedroom. I mean, that's one way to look at it. TMZ says she ready to be baby mama number 10. Child, listen, man. Yeah, he was convicted. They say attempted rape though. That's what I was Jessica. That's what I was thinking. That's why I titled the video this. Is she willing to ruin her career for her happiness? I think she might be. I think she might be at that point. I think she might be at that point now, but I think later on, I would probably give her about a year before she's like, wait a minute, what am I doing? You say you wondering that too? She better not have kids with him. Don't he have five? That's what they're saying. He got 5 kids already. She better get her stuff together now. You said you gonna drag her for filth whenever she throws shade at Cardi. All right, and then that's another thing I talk about. Thank you, Raina. That's another thing I talk about a lot. But see, people seem not to Lord, I'm talking all to the back of the microphone. Can y'all hear me? My head is not on right today, y'all. I'm talking all to the back of the microphone. You say she's ruining her career on trying to get one up on Cardi and falling short. I hope she's not doing all this because of Cardi. I really, really don't. She obviously have a type of man, and it's not a good type. I mean, I'm saying if that was the case, you could have just went on ahead and stayed with Meek. He was a quote unquote criminal, but see, this is the thing with Meek. This how they had Meek him though. Meek did something when he was like 18 or 19, and I don't. It wasn't nothing that was involved with a woman. A woman. People say women wrong so much that they got me saying it. It wasn't anything involving a woman. Meek just got in trouble. I don't know what he got in trouble for, but he got in trouble for doing something when he was like 18 or 19. They literally put Meek on probation for 10 years, I think it was. So that means if this man sneezed wrong, he gonna go back to jail. So now his case is a different case because he did something when he was younger. He didn't kill nobody. He didn't rape nobody. He just was being a stupid teenager. Then they put him on probation for 10 years. That ain't nothing but a baby life sentence. If you get put on probation for 10 years, you can't go to jail without going to jail. Say if you go to jail for driving on a suspended license, that's that goes against your probation. Say if you are too drunk when you go to one of your probation sign-ins, you going to jail. Say if you got weed in your system, you going to jail. Like, it's basically, they call it a baby life sentence here. You say violation of probation right. They call it a baby. If you have a lot of years on probation, they call it a baby life sentence here, because you're gonna always stay in jail. Right? He had, okay, that's what it is. He had a gun. So that's a different kind of thing. Now I'm not saying that Meek hasn't done some stupid stuff. I'm just saying it's just a different, a different type of, he's categorized as a criminal, but as far as him still doing, what's the right word? As far as in him still doing street criminal activities, then he is not that, as far as what's being shown in the media. If you affiliate with other felons, you go into jail. Yeah, you have to be careful. My friend tells me this all the time. She's like, it's a law in some states. The hand of one is the hand of all. Say if I take you, if I pick you up on the road and you walking, it's cold outside, and I know you from high school. I don't really know you like that, but I know you from high school. Like, dog, that look like Joe Bob over there walking. It's cold outside. Let me go pick him up. And he's like, hey, can you take me to the store? Cause I need some cigarettes or whatever. Like, okay, sure. This dude going there and rob the store. And I'm outside looking down on my phone, not paying attention to what's going on. I'm just waiting on him. Dude go in the store, rob the store, and kill somebody while he's coming on his way out and get back in the car. And I drive off with him in the car. I'm going to prison with him. The hand of one is the hand of all. That's how it is. Sometimes you do get caught up in certain stuff like that. It was just a bad decision. Now, you cannot say the same thing about somebody who holds a sharp object to a girl to try to make her be intimate with you. That's a totally different scenario. It's a totally different situation. Guilt by association, right? You know, some people just have to use their common sense. I had to get on some people on my Instagram the other day. I hated that. It made me mad that they even made me mad. It made me mad that I let myself get mad. One person was like, "Why are you not posting the fact that he was 16 at the time, 15 or 16 at the time?" I was trying to tell the person. I posted a screenshot of an article that I read. I posted both parts of the screenshot of the article. If the article that I read didn't have his age in that particular article, why are you still trying to make it like I changed the article, or I'm trying to make it look a certain way? I'm telling you, common sense. When I took the screenshots of the article, this is all that particular article said that I took a screenshot of. Why are you coming at me in the comments? And it made me mad. And y'all forgive me for saying this term. Y'all forgive me for saying this term. But I told them, I was like, some of y'all act really slow. And like I said, this is Aston. This is not juice. This is not for the love of juice. This is Aston. I'm running my mouth with y'all. These are my opinions. This is how I feel. But I told her, I was like, some of y'all on my Instagram act really slow, like y'all don't understand certain stuff. Common sense is not common with everybody. If I'm telling you I took a picture of the screenshot and this is all the words that was included in the screenshot, what do you want me to do? Go write another article? Like, some people are just ridiculous. You say, do you think Nicki revisiting her past because of trauma she might have had? Some people are hinting on that, and I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if I would ever. Do I want to talk about it? I don't think I would talk about it, but I know what you're saying when you're saying about her past. Everyone we sleep with is a potential mother or father of our children, right? Some people seem to forget that too. Excuse me, y'all. I hate when I see people say she trapped me. I hate when I see people say that because it's like, were you not laying in the bed with her? Were you not laying in the bed with her when y'all made that baby? They say some people are just miserable and just want that Listen, man, I see it. I see it down in my comments. I might not comment on everything. Just like last week when I was posting the stuff about him, I gave y'all all of that stuff before anybody. No, they don't read. They just want to read what they just want to see what's going on. They just want to see what they want to see. But I gave y'all all that stuff last week when I got mad because my computer was tore up. Yeah, that was a little bit petty. I got mad because my computer was tore up and I couldn't make a video. So I said, well, bump it. I'm just going to drop everything that I have. I gave y'all the videos. I gave y'all the receipts. I gave y'all the screenshots of the girl texting. I gave y'all the screenshots of the girl going to Nicki Minaj's DMs and her giving Nicki Minaj the screenshots of the guy saying that he was only using Nicki for money. People got mad at me because I posted that stuff. But here it is this week. They're like, oh, did you see such and such? Like, yeah, I saw it. I posted it last week. You say, what was Meek original arrest? Some people say that he had a gun. I'm going to talk about it because sometimes, some of this stuff gets on my nerves sometimes. I try not to say anything. Thank you, Nadia. I did. I sure did. I gave y'all, if y'all go back on my, um, if y'all go back on my, the community tab or whatever. I don't know how y'all see it, but when I go look on it, it's called the community tab. So y'all can look at that on YouTube or y'all can go back to my Instagram. I been gave y'all that stuff. You say, yeah, you saw that. You say, no, she's not ruining her life by dating this guy. She has lived 10 plus years for her fans. At some point, she has to live for her. She's been in a relationship. They just didn't work out. Okay, I understand what you're saying, Crystal, right? But as far I know you're looking at it from the fan standpoint. I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about PR, label, managers, backers, um, um, what else? People that brand deals. I'm talking about in that manner. They have selected read and write. You say, is that what Nicki's man did? No, he went to prison for attempted rape with a sharp object. He went to prison for manslaughter. He went to prison for a lot of other things, but I don't know what the rest of the stuff was. Right, that's what I was just talking about this, right? Meek was on probation ever since he was 18. Right, thank you, Lisa. Meek was on probation ever since he was 18. Here, my friend says that's called a baby life sentence because every time you do something wrong, you sneeze wrong, you smoke a cigarette wrong, you do anything wrong, they're going to put you back in prison or they're going to put you back in jail. So that's why Meek is considered a criminal because he got in trouble when he was like 18 or 19. And anytime he does anything, a little bit wrong or whatever, he's going to go back to jail. You say he was 15 at the time of the offenses and the girl was 16 years old. Yeah, that's the age of it. But he still tried to get it. He still tried to take it from her. He has 13 mud shots on the New York public records, right? She needs to reinvent herself, the Barbie image from 2020. Okay, that's another thing I want to talk about, right? If I say that, then I'm being biased. I love Nicki. No love, no love, no love. Y'all excuse my singing. Y'all know I can't sing. Nicki, Chris Brown, Nicki with Lil Wayne and Drake. I never F Wayne, I never F Drake. Grand Piano. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Hit after hit after hit after hit. That was the young days, right? Nicki is still beautiful. Nobody can ever take that away from her. Nicki is still beautiful. But you have y'all noticed this is a compare and contrast. And y'all gonna hear me say a lot of stuff like that because this is how I learned to break stuff down when I was in school. Well, let's do a compare and contrast with Nicki um and Cardi. Cardi is let's do the bullet list for Cardi. Cardi is known as ratchet. Cardi is known as loud. Cardi is known as, someone you wouldn't want to take around your family. Hood. Some people even call her hood rat. Some people even call Cardi a rat. Bullet, 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 bullet. Okay. Then you have Nicki. People talk about her as if she's classy, as if she's a queen, as if she is someone to be looked up to. Bullet, bullet, bullet. Okay. When Cardi does a red carpet event, Cardi doesn't go ratchet. Cardi, they dress Cardi like she's a white woman back from old Hollywood. When Nicki goes on a red carpet event, they dress Nicki like she's a porno star. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying a hood booger. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying this is how it is. It's almost like I portray myself one way, but when I go to a red carpet event, this is how I dress with a bathing suit and a clear shower curtain around me. But when Cardi goes to an event, a red carpet event, they're dressing her like she's old Hollywood or something. I just don't get it. You say she is straight up Kim or the new generation, Lil Kim. Dude World was a straight killer up. When you get older, okay, that was my point too. I got off track. Y'all know I love to get off track. Okay, so you got the bullet list with Cardi acting like a degenerate in real life, but dressing like old Hollywood in red carpet events. You got Nicki acting like old Hollywood in real life, but when she goes to red carpet events, she dresses like a basically a porno star. With Nicki, when she's on the cover of those magazines, Nicki looks so beautiful. If you follow me on Instagram, I always, every time Nicki posts the cover of one of her magazines, I always post it on my Instagram. Nicki is so beautiful, so soft, so sexy, but at the same time, still classy. At the same time, still classy. Those looks that they have Nicki Minaj in on the cover of those magazines, though that is what Nicki kind of needs to go towards in her career. You know what I'm saying? This Barbie stuff out the window. These basically half naked in your videos out the window. These cut off shorts so short and so tight that I could basically see your reproductive system out the window. She needs to go towards those looks that they have her on the magazine, not only with the looks, with her music also. Nicki literally could have bought Cardi in. She could have ushered Cardi in and still had made it look like if it wasn't. She could have did it quietly. She could have did it really cool. She could have been the one that kind of brought Cardi in and just like, okay, it was because of me. If she chose to, she could have with no problem. And it would have been so cool if she would have done it like that. He said, I wish she realized that she don't need all that to look good. Give us back Nicki with the quality music instead of the quantity music. Right, that's what I'm saying. You say, Nicki wants to be, she think it's West Sale, but she don't have to be no more. She doesn't have to be anymore. She doesn't have to be naked anymore. Hey, Tori. Tori says, happy holidays, y'all. God bless y'all. Same thing to you, Tori. What makes people think she classy? She a hood chick. Look at her interviews. You talking about Nicki? Nicki is the one that acts like she's classy. So that's what I'm saying. If you try to portray yourself to be classy, you need to hold that up everywhere you go. Right. Would be so nice if they could have Ladies Night 2.0. That's what I'm saying. Now, Anaconda was a I love the first part of Anaconda's video. But when she got to that little room where she's all on the floor and she's like doing her butt, I hated that because I was saying like, why is she still doing this? This is at the beginning of your career when you kind of I don't want to say you don't have a choice, but you really kind of don't have a choice if you started that way. But right now, Nicki don't have to have, like in that good form video. Nicki looks so pretty in that black. You know, she had that black sheer thing on. She looked gorgeous in that. She even looked gorgeous when she was sitting on top of the twins. The what's the name of those girls? The what one of them is going to prison. The Claremont twins, whatever. Nicki looked gorgeous. But then when she get in front of those girls and she got those cut off shorts and they are so tight and just it's like you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do that anymore. You say Cardi was way too ghetto. Nicki has never acted like that. Nicki is a real hood chick. Nicki went to school for performing arts. That's why she's so good. Just like Park and Jada, same school. If you believe, okay, that's my point. I've been trying to make through these videos. If you hold yourself up to such a high standard that you think it would tarnish your brand to work with Cardi, but yet you don't think it will tarnish your brand to be in a relationship with a criminal, a active gang member. You can't do that. You say, Nicki, please take a trip to Dr. Miami. Her hips are extremely huge. You know, you know, I ain't no beauty queen, so I ain't gonna talk about nobody on that level. But you know, yes. Well, no. Do you really think it's Cardi choice? How she? They might. The only choice Cardi probably has when she goes on the red carpet is, you remember she say 10 different looks and my looks all kill. They probably bring out about 10 dresses and ask her which one does she want to wear. But as far as her saying, I need to go to uh Versace for a dress, they ain't gonna let her pick where she goes. Nicki is going through a midlife crisis. Nicki has it. Juice, who want Nicki? What you mean, who want Nicki? As in what? As in going with Nicki? I know a lot of people want Nicki. Nicki could probably go with a Saudi Arabian prince right now if she wanted to. Bars make it worse for Nicki. No cap. Those are some of the meanest people. Yeah, y'all know they picking out Cardi clothes when she goes on the red carpet. Y'all know Cardi ain't gonna dress like that. Come on now. Y'all got to have an event screen those ratchetology like I do myself now. You say she too young for a midlife crisis. I just I think Nicki, I think the now I can be honest. I think the reason why she never really showed Safari with respect was because of what we talked about earlier, is the fact that Safari is like a scary cat. Like he's nice to look at now, and he probably nice in the bed too. But he's just corny, and he seems like a scary cat. Now, what she said about Meek, people were shocked that she was dating Meek. But she said back in the day, she said, I like the way he handles his business. Like Meek has a lot of guys up on him that's his best friends. But Meek is the one with the money. So she likes people that are in quote unquote in power. And if this guy is one of the higher up people in his gang, which all you got to do is go back on that first picture, you'll see all the people in the comments, you know, saying who he was or whatever. She likes people that are in power, but for some reason she just don't like to go with classy people that are in power. Hold on, I'm about to read your comment. You say, hey Juice, I have never liked Beyonce videos because of that reason. Too pretty to be crawling all over the floor. I guess others make them sell the sets much higher. It's weird that you say that, because when I tell you that I was in high school when what was it? Too Bootylicious. I was in high school when they really started getting their stuff together and really started gaining momentum. So when Beyonce started doing like Drunken Love, and I always used to ask the question, Why is it we didn't use ratchet back then, but why is it slutty when other people dance with their legs open, but when Beyonce dances with her legs open, it's not considered slutty? I used to ask that all the time because it does look different. Like right now, if I see Tamar doing that dance that Nicki does with her legs kind of spread. I think it was on like Single Lady or something. If I see Tamar dancing like that, I'll be like, Tamar need to go sit down. But if I see Beyonce, excuse me, but if I see Beyonce doing that same dance with her legs kind of spread off, I'd be like, get it, Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it look? Yeah, she was drinking love in the sand. I just had a quarter life crisis. What you did, girl? How you had a crisis? It's your image, right? Because with Beyonce doesn't carry her. She carries herself classy outside of her. Now we don't know how she act behind the scenes. Let me say that. But while she's like walking from her car to the building, while she's like walking to her car from the airport, she looks very classy all the time. So when you see her dropping it low and crawling on the ground or have her legs spread open in the video, we're saying that's just the creative part of her. That's just the visual. That's just the look. She's not there. She's not like that in real life. You say poop the beehive. Is there a beehive anymore? Is it a beehive anymore? I don't see them. I don't see them like how I used to see them. You say because Beyonce dances with grace. Yeah, she does. She does dance with grace. It's just some of the dance moves, which I don't have no problem with it. You say she ain't get no. I never understood that watermelon line. Tell me, y'all hear I say watermelon. I never understood. Unless she talk about his seeds, is that's what she's saying, Lisa? Tell me, child, because I want to know. You say Cardi has no choice in what she wears. I don't think not on the red carpet. I don't think she does. You say you can't. You don't see how women can be attracted to hood. Girl, listen. I'm not even a hood person. I'm not no saved person, but I'm not no hood person either. I'm more like a country person, like really, really country. Like people that live. I told y'all before. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I live like outside of my. I live in a rural town, and growing up, I lived about 15 minutes outside of my rural town. So we were considered country. Like that's why my twang is even more than the people that actually live here. But anyway, I'm just a country person, just like a regular simple country person. But even I like hood guys back in the day. Even I liked with ED. I liked hood guys back in the day. You say I'm hood adjacent, right? You don't have to be hood. You just, be a little bit hood. No, South Carolina. No, I'm from South Carolina. I don't know if y'all have them. Do y'all have the Sand Hills? That's what it's called. Where I grew up at, the Sand Hills. You say yes, it sees. I figured that's what it was, but I kept saying, what is this watermelon line? I know that she's nasty. Even on that, what was that song where she was like, and he what did she say? And he pulls something from between my legs, knot after knot after knot. I said, she ain't talking about no knot. She's saying the other thing. Right. Somebody says, wait, that's what they meant by I've been drinking watermelon. Right. I figured that's what it was, but I didn't know for sure. You said the club is jumping, jumping. You say you contretto country ghetto child. Listen, I ain't saying like doggone well. I'm just like really country. Like even my friend still picks at me about certain stuff that I said, certain stuff that I say the way that I say it. You say you need a rough neck, like really really country. I am really. It's all in the way you carry yourself, right? JCCs. You say gotta go. Alice is on. Is it y'all? I'll watch him later. That's my buddy right there. I love Alice. You say you never knew that's what she meant. Listen, Beyonce always say a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. It was one song that she was saying something. I can't even remember what it was. It was one back in the day though, and I knew for a fact exactly what she was talking about. You say you're definitely country. Hush, Candy. Say smart guys can lay pipe as well. Man, listen. No, nobody don't want a soft acting man. Um, like I said, with the safari thing, a woman wants to know she protected. I don't want to have to question if you're going to protect me or not. I don't want to have to ask you, hey Don, I don't want to get in no situation thinking that, I'm thinking that you got my back. So the more I think you got my back, the louder I'm getting with other people. And I look and you walking back to the car. Like, now wait a minute now. You supposed to be up here with me. You say, thank God you're back. Please push me through the rest of my shit. I'm gonna try, child, but I can't stay on here too much longer. That tornado gonna come through the door in a little bit. You say, "Rocking into the waterfalls." That's my song, but it's nasty. That's one example. I cannot think of the name of that song. I was like, "Ooh, she nasty." Like, what was it? Oh, oh, single ladies. Matter of fact, she was like, "Y'all, excuse my singing." What? It's a man that takes me and makes me and delivers me to a destiny, to infinity and beyond. I was like, "Ooh, she talking about getting one." Cause you gonna deliver her to a destiny and beyond. I said, oh, listen to Beyonce with her nasty self. She does hold herself. She does hold herself classy at all times. You see her standing in the corner in the elevator. You will not kid. Right. That's what I like about Beyonce. That's what I like about Beyonce. And then that's another thing. I want to know more about Beyonce, but I understand why she's so private because people back. I don't know if y'all remember this. Do y'all remember when people used to? They do it now. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. People make fun of Beyonce's accent. Like even now, she's supposed to be the voice of what Simba, and a lot of people was like, Simba better not sound like he from Houston or something like that. So back in the day, a lot of people used to make fun of her accent, and I think that's why she stopped doing a lot of interviews and stuff. Y'all know I can't sing, child. Yeah, that was a listen. You gotta listen. I told y'all even back in the day. Now I had an advanced degree in nurse radiology. Y'all got to pay attention to stuff. Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all say y'all too innocent. I used to say running and crying over the place, stopping safari. Well, what was there was a video of them going to the airport. You could kind of see their face a little bit of the twins. No, somebody did post a picture of the twins on Instagram. Do y'all remember that? Somebody posted a picture of the twins. Oh, I want to say about a year ago. It had to be less than a year ago because they ain't that old. And Beyonce literally got her whole hashtag on Instagram shut down. And if you had a picture of her twins on your Instagram, they shut your Instagram down too. Do y'all remember that? You say I hate a loudmouth girl showing out then accepting her dude back up. H nah shit up. Right. Well, I done did that. I don't talk junk about my friend on Facebook and then when that call come through, like I'll be over there in a minute. But don't get me started, child. Don't get me started, cause I mean, right? They did. You say Wendy Williams called Beyonce uneducated and slow. They talk so much trash. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I already told y'all I'm 36, so my age is shown because I remember this just good. They used to talk so much trash about Beyonce. The same way they do me now. Same way people do me now. A lot of people tell me they love my voice, but I used to catch it, y'all. I used to catch it. But a lot of people used to talk really, really bad about Beyonce's the way she talked. So I think that's what made her go even more private. But I would love, love, love to know more about Beyonce. I would love, love, love to see more of her interactions. How do I say it without sounding weird? I would love to see more of her family type not reactions. What would it be? Her just hanging out with her family. Her just hanging out with the kids. I would love to see more than that. Thank you, Cece. They showed a recent peek. The girl looks just like Blue Ivy, and the boy looks like Bay. Yeah, that picture where they were going to the airplane. Yeah. Excuse me. You said life down here is just a little slower. That's all right. You said her interviews did make me giggle. That's even with me. Even when I first started trying to do live, it was very hard for me to do that because I knew even back then a lot of people hated my voice. It if you don't have a if you don't have if you don't have something that bothers insecurity, some people will make you have an insecurity. I never knew my voice was a problem. That I mean, not a problem, but everybody pretty much around. Well, I talk a little bit more country than even the people that live here, but because like I said, I was raised, about 15 minutes outside of town. But I never even thought of it as a big deal. That was something people was just used to talk so much trash to me in the comments. I used to get good comments too, but you know how we all we're human, so we kind of gravitate towards the negative stuff instead of being uplifted with the positive comments. But I used to have such a hard time pushing through on the lives. Y'all, some of y'all being there, those lives were terrible. They were terrible. You say you from the country. I sound like regular people. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. You say I love your voice. They say Beyonce slow, but we're paid 300 or more for her concerts. I never thought Beyonce was no slow. That's why I be trying to tell people. That's why I try to tell people. Um, a lot of people ask me, how your little girl talk so different than what you do? That's because I get on her patootie. I can say be all I want to. I be going outside. I can say that, but you better not say that. I tell my little girl, don't say be. My mama say sometimes, well, what's she supposed to say if she can't say I be going outside? I do go outside. I am going outside. I go outside sometimes. Just because I say stuff that's associated with somebody that's not smart, that does not mean that I am not smart. You know what I'm saying? If I say, go on out that door, my little girl, if she say door, she knows she finna get popped. Don't say door, it's door. Don't say flow, it's floor. Don't say mo, is more. Don't say refrigerator. It ain't refrigerator. It's not refrigerator. It's refrigerator. I don't like saying refrigerator either. So what you can say as a compromise is fridge. Don't say ambulance, that's what I say. It's ambulance. You know what I'm saying? Don't say conversating, even though that's what I say. Is we're having a conversation. We did have a conversation. We are having a conversation. It doesn't matter how I speak. That doesn't literally doesn't speak for me as a person. Do as I say, not as I do, right? You say my voice make you feel confident. Oh, thank you, Sandy Sunshine. You say I have a voice like that. I'm from the country. Maybe that's why I like. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I sound like you. I appreciate that, y'all. You say people still tease me from my Louisiana accent, and I have been in Texas for a couple of years. It's like, dang, y'all ain't forgot about it by now. Y'all ain't forgot about my accent by now. You say I love Beyonce husky voice with that country accent when she talks. Yeah, her voice kind of, you know, it doesn't remind me of me, but that with that little twangness in it, I hear it and I'm like, you say so a dumb person can't make it in the industry. Okay, Beyonce, it doesn't take brains. No, that's what people were saying. That's what people were saying about Beyonce. I was trying to get y'all to remember all the mean stuff people were saying about Beyonce back in the day. I remember it. You say, dude, I liked it on grand piano. Sandy Sunshine said, do y'all like Nicki singing voice? Miss Pizarro says, Treasure Girl, yes, it has. He said, I'm from Cleveland and I now live in South Carolina, and people here say I sound like a native southerner, and some say I sound very proper. I mean, it's just different. I always used to I always used to ask my teacher. I always used to ask my teacher. In this regard, my little girl reminds me a lot of myself. We're very different, but some of the stuff that I used to do back in the day, she does a lot now. I used to ask a lot of questions. I used to try to figure out, why do people in New York sound so different than us? And my teachers just always used to say, their life is faster, so they move faster, so they talk faster. We're slow, we move slower down here because life is slow and we talk slower. So, well, that makes sense, I guess. But that always used to fascinate me. Why do the people in the north talk so much faster than we do down here? You say you sound ghetto, so you good. I'm from the north and just moved down south to Florida. I have a southern accent. I'm told I sound like a white girl. That's what a lot of people say about my little girl. Now, see, if she's on live, excuse me, if she's on live, she loves to get this, hey y'all, what y'all doing, y'all? And y'all hear me saying, stop talking like that. You know you don't talk like that. I don't know why she does that. When she gets around people, she tries to get this little hippity hoppity thing in her voice. And I'm like, stop talking like that. You say because it's hot. Because y'all life moves faster, right? Yes, this is me. See, that's one of the things that I have to deal with, and there's nothing wrong with you asking this question, Dorian. But Dorian says, "Is this the same lady that usually runs the channel?" Sorry, I'm just now getting on here. Okay, so let me explain this to y'all again, right? And I'm not trying to be snappy, but I'm this is the last time I'm gonna say it, right? No, I'm lying. I'm gonna say it again if y'all ask. When I first started the channel, I didn't have a computer. I didn't have a microphone. The only thing I had was my iPhone 4 and the app Splice. So I literally would have to go into this app, say a few words, stop it, edit it, add the music. The music that I used to add every time I would upload a video, YouTube will flag it saying that it was copyrighted music or whatever. So the only way I would get around it saying that it was copyrighted music was to speed up the video. So I just started doing that. That's why my voice sounds different on my videos than it does in real life. I used to have to speed the videos up so that I wouldn't get a copyright strike for the music that I was using in the background. Okay, so once I finally got a computer like a year and a half later, y'all, I wasn't going live back then. So y'all knew my voice as being that, faster voice. I couldn't change that. So I just left it like that. So that is the explanation why my voice on my video sounds different than my voice in real life while I'm on live. Okay, there you go. You sound from the north, and I've been saying y'all. I love to say y'all. I love that. And that's another thing. I get on my daughter about a lot of stuff, but I try to, even though she says aunt, when I see my aunts, I say Ain't Brenda, Ain't Linda, Ain't Bootsy, Ain't Bay. Those are my aunts. Um, stuff like that. I try to get my little girl to say ain't as aunt, but she refuses to say she refuses to say ain't. I was like, but that's your auntie. Why you can't say ain't? She's like, no, it's not ain't, it's aunt. You say I don't trust people that get every word correct. Store, ambulance, fire, right, right. You say not that much difference in your voice. Some people say it's like so different. It's my voice. I can't really tell. You say you guys. A lot of people say you guys. A lot of people say you guys, but I think it's just really a southern. Almost everything. Almost everybody I know, black or white, says y'all. You say I did good. Thank you. You say y'all, and you from what, Pennsylvania? Thank you, Miss Pizarro. You say thanks for explaining. Now that I hear your voice, it does sound like you. I love both voices either way. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be snappy, but a lot of people ask me after I told 1,000 times, but that's why I had to kind of pull back. I wasn't trying to be snappy, and if it did come off like I was trying to be snappy, I'm sorry. You said I figured that I knew it was you, right? You said the drug Beyonce, how she said algebra. Right on that phone, one plus in the fact that she used the word conversate when it's conversing. Right. That's why I was saying earlier. Conversate is not a word, but we use. That's just what it is. That's stuff that we learned over the years, and it's hard. It's hard to break that stuff. I can't break it for me, but I know what I'm supposed to say when I teach my little girl. I'm not gonna correct myself, but I'm gonna correct her. You say, "Ooh, sound like you need some promethazine." Yeah, you say she need to do what? Soca. What's that? He say I'm from Jersey, and white people say you guys. Hey, Carisha, you say you finally made it. Right, Nicki is living her own life. That's why the title of the video is Nicki ruining her career for her happiness. I love saying y'all. It's certain stuff that I know for a fact I would never ever stop saying. Y'all is one of them. And especially when I say something like, go on out of here now. So, when somebody bother me or something like when my little girl get on my nerves, like, go on out of here now. You get on my nerves now. You better go on head on. I love saying stuff like that. I love saying stuff like that. Oh, you say it's a type of Caribbean music. Oh, okay. See, you learn something every day. You say thanks for saying that. I never knew. I'm from upstate New York. We sound a little bit country in the improper the rock. Not all of us. I'm black, and people say that I speak and sound white. They do my little girl like that. It's a real word, thankfully. I didn't know. I never heard of that. Hey, Whitney. Whitney said, "Hey, y'all." You say I curse a lot. I got into a kind of not an argument with somebody the other. What was it yesterday? And it was a comedy video of the girl making a video of her mama cursing her out when she went to somebody's house without asking for permission. And somebody was down in the comments basically like trying to put people down that got cursed out when they was younger, saying that they basically are uneducated and everything. I'm like, my mama never cursed at me. Like my mama was my mama didn't drink, my mama didn't curse. Even when my mama got mad, I mean, you knew she was mad from getting your patootie whooped, but she wasn't one of those people that just argued it. She didn't do that. She go ahead and whoop you and then it's over. But like I told her, my mama never cursed at me, but I still turned out a crazy person, like not a crazy like in real life, but like I didn't really do all the stuff that I was supposed to do. Like I told y'all before, I used to walk around so dingy and unaware, just didn't really get set straight until I had my little girl. But she was trying to put people down because she was basically saying if your mama cursed at you, then your mama had to be uneducated and you had to be uneducated. And I was just still basically pointing out to her, you saying your mom and your daddy lived in the house with you and nobody ever cursed at you. That's cool. But why you trying to come on here and put other people down that got cursed at when they was kids? And you spelling all your words wrong. Like that make you better because your mama didn't curse at you. They don't make you no better person. They did not make you no better person, none whatsoever. You say I'm from the Caribbean. When I moved to Florida, I feel like I was speaking a different language. I love, excuse me, I love to hear guys that are from the Caribbean. I love to hear them talk. And it's so crazy to me that they're actually speaking English, but they literally sound like they're speaking another language. I might be able to pick out maybe about 2 or 3 words, but I can use my context clues, so I'll figure it out. But I love to hear those guys talk. I love to hear those guys talk when they're from places like that. Everybody don't curse. My mama don't curse. My mama don't curse. If you do hear my mama cursing, it's about to go down. Like if you hear my mama cursing, it's somebody did something really bad. Somebody did something really bad. When my mother and I speak to each other, we curse. It's like our own language. My mother is a retired Cleveland police officer, and I work corrections for 11 years, so cursing is second nature. I can see that. Like sometimes, sometimes I might let it slip when I curse. When I say like when I let a curse word slip around my mama. But I try not to curse around her. But that's just that country, like you better not go too far. Oh, you say what's juice? Oh, we were talking about Nicki earlier. Y'all know whatever we start the video on, we ain't gonna never talk about that at the end of the video. We was talking about Nicki earlier. Is Nicki ruining her career for her happiness? You say you can understand them. I can understand a little bit, but not that much. You say my mom and daddy are well off and they don't do a lot of cursing. And I lost my mind once I got a taste for that street life. That's a listen, that's listen, my mom was so yeah, I'd be like, you better sit your patootie down somewhere. I can't curse around my mama. I don't curse a lot, but once I get around a certain friend of mine, once I get around a certain friend of mine, Lord Jesus, I just be going off. But it has to be that. And why I keep talking in the back of this microphone? Hold on, y'all. Why do I keep talking in the back of this microphone, child? Um, you say you don't feel sorry for Nicki. What's juice? Oh, the title of the video is Nicki ruining her career for her happiness. So basically, everybody is giving their opinion if they think Nicki is ruining her career for her love life. Hold on, y'all. My nose don't start acting up. Give me a second. You say you can't stop saying finna. Oh my god. I say finna all the time. Now that's one that I do. That's one I hate that I do say. I hate the fact that I say finna. That kills me. Hold on, Miss Pizarro. I missed your comment, but I know you said something. But hold on, I'm gonna read it. Miss Pizarro says Nikki is not worried about Cardi B, nor is Cardi B worried about her. Nikki being throwing up devil signs. Yeah, I don't know about. I mean, I don't know. This is how my friend's mom was. She cursed all the MF and time, good, better, and different. Man, listen, my friend's mama that I met her when I was I think, 16 or something. Okay, my mama never drank, never smoked no cigarette, no weed, never cursed. We was from the country, like I said. It was just like you can't do this. Excuse me. You can't do this. You can't say this. You can't talk like this. When a man around, you can't sit on the floor with your legs open. You better sit up straight. Don't be switching. Don't talk loud when you go in this building. Don't be, don't go uptown when we go uptown. Don't go uptown being loud. If you do, I'm gonna snatch you up. Don't do this. Don't do that. So when I finally moved uptown, when I moved uptown in the city limits, Lord, my mama friend used to be going off. Then I had another friend, her mama drank beer. The first time I saw her mama drink a beer, I was like, I gotta go home. She'll tell y'all that to this day. I was like, I gotta go home. I was scared because her mama was drinking a beer. Like, what is she doing? She is not supposed. She's a woman. She's not supposed to be. And I was 16. She's a woman. She's not supposed to be drinking a beer. It took me a while. It took me a while to get used to the fact that women curse, the fact that women argue, the fact that women got in fights, the fact that women drank beer, stuff like that. I wasn't used to that stuff. I'm telling you, I said, I gotta go home. I gotta go home. I didn't know how to deal with that. My mind could not compute the fact that her mom was drinking a beer. I couldn't deal with it. I just couldn't. Like, don't go. Listen, let me tell you something. Now, y'all really gonna take me down on memory lane. Here in the South, if your grandma or your mama got a brick house, you have the former living room, like who just said about the former living room? You have a formal living room here, and then you have the kitchen part. Like you have a kitchen part, but then it's like it's extra room where you're supposed to put like the dining table at. But instead of us putting the dining table, we put furniture in it. So you have the formal living room, and then you have the part where you walk in the back door, either the side door to the kitchen. You better not step your feet in that formal living room unless you are given explicit permission to go in that living. You go in that living room, that former living room, and you might get hemmed up. You say, wait, till I get yeah. See now y'all gonna get me started now. You say, wait till I get grown. Right. I can't wait till I get grown. I bet y'all walk in here if I want to. Yeah, you go ahead and walk in that living room. You still gonna get hemmed up at the age of 40. You said I wasn't raised to curse, but I went in at the age of 12. Right. Whatever you was raised not to do when you was younger, when you get out, you gonna try it because it's like, it got to be something to this cursing because my mama wouldn't let me curse, so I'm gonna curse now. You said my mama called it a den. It's not exactly. It's not. It's honestly not a den. It's just the way. I don't know if it's everywhere, but it's the way our houses, the brick houses here, are set up. Not in my apartment now. Not like that. But the way the brick houses are set up here, you have a if you go through the front door, that's the former living room. And the former living room has a door to it also that leads to the kitchen. And then the kitchen has an extra part, like extra room to put a dining table. We never put the dining table there. We never put the, the dining table there. We always put another living room suite there in the TV. So you can see like the kitchen. You can be cooking and watching TV at the same time like that. You say, I promise inside the church. She is playing catch up because she knows she is close to 40. It's hard to give. Um, and you know what? To tell you the truth, I honestly have no problem with that. None whatsoever. I have no problem with that because you are right. You are right. You said I always just see my mama as an angel. Nice, but when that cancer woman got angry, woo, she would try to fight you from the south. And I had my living room like that. You had your living room like that too. Like with my mama used to be saying, don't be out there switching. When you get around a man, you better keep your legs closed. I mean, when you get around a man, you sitting on the floor, you better have your legs closed. You better have your shirt pulled up, and you better have your pants pulled up and your shirt pulled down. You better do this. You better not do that. You better not. Don't burp. Don't do this. Don't talk loud. When we go uptown, don't. When we go to a restaurant, you better sit down and be quiet. We couldn't do nothing. My mom burped in front of me probably about 2 years ago, and I just was like clutching my pearls. Like, did you just burp out loud? And I'm in my 30s, y'all. I was like, did you just burp? Did you just burp out loud in front of everybody? Did you just burp out loud? Like, I couldn't believe it. These parents will have you thinking, I know what it is. They want you to live a certain way. Parents always want you to be a little bit better than they were. So if I did something that was bad when I was younger, of course I don't want my little girl doing it. But it just seems funny the stuff that you told me not to do, and that like you drilled it in my head. You better not do this, and then you are doing it now, and I'm like, what are you doing? We're not supposed to do that. Miss Pizarro says manslaughter. Why did she burn eating? Eating or drinking a soda, one or the other. You say manslaughter doesn't mean you killed someone on purpose. It means it was an accident, which is in self defense. Yeah, it is a lesser charge. Yes, ma'am. You know it. I miss those days. I raised my kids like that. If I had only listened, I went out to the country yesterday. I went out to visit one of my aunts that still lives out there, and it was such a mix of emotions because it was just nobody really lives out there anymore. She's the last aunt that lives out there. When I say out there, I mean literally like the outskirts of town. And It was not many houses around. It was literally only my family. I mean, in the spot that we lived in, there's more families out there. I'm not saying it was just my family, but in the spot that we lived in, it was just all my family. And it was just us, nobody else but us. It was just us. And if you went to somebody's house, it was your cousin house, your aunt house, or whoever. So everybody does nobody lives out there anymore. My grandma passed about 8 years ago. And it just kind of, it just kind of had me in my feelings a little bit last night. But I'm gonna get out for that. You said I made AB honor roll all through to high school and could never go no doggone well. But ninth grade, I was like, y'all got me messed up, and I swear, I understand what you're saying because your parents can be so strict that when you get out, you literally, y'all know that saying, don't know how to act. Your parents can be so strict when you get out, you don't know how to act because you were not in those social settings. You never got to go to a little dance in the middle school. Like I be telling my mama, I know you working late tonight. And this the clincher right here. I know you working late tonight, but they're having a dance at the middle school. Can I go? My mom be like, yeah, you better dance yourself on around in that room somewhere, sit out. Like, couldn't go nowhere. But see, then when I think I was 17 and I snuck out and went to this little kid club. Y'all know I did not want to go home because I never got to do anything. That music was intoxicating. Being around all those people and dancing was intoxicating. Just being there having fun. Y'all know I did not leave that place till 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh God. I did not leave that place till 5 o'clock in the morning. I knocked on that door. My mama snatched that door open and said, "What you want?" I said, "I want to come in." She was like, "You ain't coming in here," and slammed the door and locked it and went back to bed. I said, "Lord Jesus." I had to go over my friend's house to spend the night. My mama did not play that. But see, that's what I'm saying. You got to find the line. And I find that hard with my little girl too. You got to find the line. You can't be too strict on them because if you do, they're going to act crazy when they go out. And if you if you're too lax and if you're too loose with them, by the time they do get out at the age they're supposed to be going out, they be done did everything and done got in trouble and done did this and done did that. Girl, listen, I didn't get a beating because I think I was 17. I ain't get a beating. I ain't get a beating that time. But I think she stopped getting on me physically probably when I was about 15. But I did steal her car. and she, I did steal her car one time and she had to get off of work to come find me. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now because I still have PTSD from that. So we're gonna move on from that. But whew, Lord Jesus, I still have bad memories about that. See, y'all done got me going now. He said Juice was kid for a housing from house. I was finna say housing authority from house party. Listen, but anyway, before I got all off topic, y'all know I love this red. But the thing is, you really, really can't be too strict on them, and you can't really let them just go. You really just can't let them go everywhere. It has to be it has to be a line that has to be drawn. Like I said, with my little girl, she's 7, and just just even letting her go with with family members sometimes it's hard for me. Like it's just hard. It's hard. You say you did that and got beat with a straw broom, man. Listen, sometimes I would have. I listen when I tell you this. When I got done getting what I got, I would have welcomed a straw broom. Listen, I stole 50 cents from my grandma one time. Sometimes I don't even like change to this day. if, I, if I see quarters, if I see quarters laying on the table, then I like shy away from them. I don't even want to even look at these quarters. I never ever stole anything else again. Never. Lisa says, I tried to teach myself how to drive. Ooh, ooh. I tried to teach myself how to drive in my dad van. Hold up. The comment got away from me. You said, I tried to teach myself how to drive in my dad van in the backyard and I ran the gate over the house. Stuck on the gate. Can I ask you what happened to you after you did that? Can I ask you what happened? Amara says I was strict because my parents let me do whatever with a reason. Right. So you kind of always do the opposite of what happened to you. Like with my little girl, I let my little girl. My mom was so strict, and I felt I didn't. Of course, I didn't like getting beatings back then, or whippings or whatever you call them, or popped or whatever. I don't beat my little girl. I pop her on her hand. Like how you tell a kid to hold a hand. I pop on her hand like that. Okay, so my mom was so strict. We got whippings, switches, stuff like that. I refuse to do my little girl like that. I would never ever do that. But see by me not doing that, now my little girl is a little smart mouth. She's a little smart mouth. Hey Genovia. She's always talking smart. Y'all heard her on that live that I had to she was aggravating me so on that live that I had to erase. She aggravated me so bad on that live that I just went on ahead and erased it after we got finished. Because I imagine people watching the live after we got done, like, what is her little girl doing? She need to sit down. So I just went on ahead and erased the live. But um, what was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. Excuse me, y'all. You say you be snatching your 11-year-old son up. He gonna feel where I'm coming from. Man, these kids. I saw somebody, I think it was on Facebook. Somebody was like, y'all need to stop yelling at y'all kids in the morning before they go to school because that make them have a bad day and that make them be mean toward my kid. What I want to tell her is if I done told you 20 times to put your socks on and you still got your eyes in that TV watching the cartoons, that I'm letting you watch now because I didn't get to if I wasn't dressed and ready, I couldn't watch the TV. So I'm letting you watch cartoons while your socks still not on, right? If I have to yell to get your attention, put your socks on. If I had to yell to get your attention, I would do that. I don't care. Nobody saying nothing about me yelling. Cause if I'm yelling, that I mean I ain't beating. You know what I'm saying? I could be whooping you, but I'm letting you go by just yelling at you. Everybody not gonna, everybody not gonna, every mom is not gonna be like, excuse me, I told you to put your socks on. Why are you not putting your socks on? Are you still here? I've already fixed your breakfast and you still don't have your socks on. I've gone outside to warm the car up and you still don't have your socks on. Everybody not gonna be that way. Right, it's true. My best friend's mom had a belt and a switch for all her kids. She named the switch trigger. Oh Lord. But you know what? This is the thing with me. I'm gonna have to get off here because I done been on here a long time. Y'all have me running my mouth all day long. Ain't did nothing I'm supposed to do. When you it's easier for me to deal with a lot of kids than it is one kid for some reason. I have Is anybody else like that or is it just me? Yeah, got tore up. Man, listen. I'm telling y'all, when I stole that 50 cent, my mama, whew, ooh, I'm having flashbacks right now. After my mama got done with me, she sent me over to my grandma's house. My grandma was like, my mama had sent me over there because she thought my grandma was gonna get me too. She was like, "Your mama done got you enough. Just go on back home and go get in the bed." Thank you, Miss Fazaro. Yeah, Tiara. Thank you, Sandy. Sandy said, "Y'all hit that like button." Yeah, I stole 50 cent. I'll never do that again. I'm 36. I just turned 36 the other day. I will never ever steal a dime of anybody money. My friend, whoever, I done been to my aunt's house. My aunt's on my dad's side of the family. I wasn't raised around them, but it wasn't the closest relationship, but it wasn't, the worst I mean, the farthest relationship either. I went to Virginia one year. She used to be, I think I was a waitress or something. And she was, a very nice person, outgoing person. So she used to get a lot of tips. She used to put her money on the table in the dining room. She had a big dining room. She used to put her money on the table in the dining room, and I would never. I don't put my hands on people's money. Anybody can bring me their money. I will take, like, if you say put it up, I will take your money and I'll put it up. I don't touch people's money. Money. I don't touch people's money. I don't. You say can't even stand for the cashier to give you change back. Listen, I'll be shaking. I start reaching for that change and my hands start shaking. I drop a dime on the ground and let it roll on the way because I drop a dime on the floor on the ground and I let it roll on the way because I don't even want to go get it. You say what age y'all started fighting or someone tried to? Probably about in. I never got into a fight, but I have been into a couple of situations. But probably about 12 or 13. You say keep the change right. Don't give me that. I ain't want that. Y'all put this in y'all little box for the people because I ain't want this change. Probably about in the sixth or seventh grade. That's when it seemed like everybody started acting up. Like, cause then you kind of get everybody started liking little boys and what did you say about me and calling people on two-way or three-way or whatever it was. Calling people on three-way and doing all kind of silly stuff like that. So that's when a lot of stuff started happening for me as far as in getting into it with other girls. But I never really got in no fights like that. You say early before 10 family members did everybody else. Yep, seventh grade. Right. That's pretty much when everybody started cutting up. You say got that butt whipping. I had I had fights a lot. A lot. They would say you think you better because your parents got nice cars and you like the boys and I like him. Basically a kind of round boys, but they ain't never said that about no nice cars because child my mama used to have a truck. It was it was a store at the time. I mean, our middle school. It was a store. It's a Mexican restaurant now, but it used to be a store right across the street from our middle school. And I would tell my mom when she would drop me off in the morning, because at one point she was working like from like 7 to like 6 in the afternoon, and then she got a job working like 12 hours at night. But this before she changed over. But anyway, um, she would drop me off at school in the morning when I started going to the middle school. I would not let her pull up with that little blue truck. I was like, take me over here to the store and I will walk across the street. I used to be so embarrassed about that truck. I used to be so embarrassed. And then she was like just learning how to drive a 5 speed, and sometimes we'd be like clunking along a little bit, and I'd be like, Lord Jesus, just let me out at the store. I'll walk over there. I'll walk, child. It was on the 11th. It was on the 11th. You say you started fighting at 11, just a bully who was bullying my friend. She learned that day. I seen one of my friends pop somebody in the eye, and I was like, "Ooh, what happened?" I was like, "How did you do that? How did you punch her?" Like, how did you punch her in her eye? How did you know you were supposed to do that? Like, that's just how sheltered my mama had me. I was just like, didn't even know, like, I didn't know. Like, how did you know to punch her in her eye? Yeah, you said at least I had a ride. Yeah, I look at it now. I look back on it now and I'm like, I was acting crazy back then. Like I used to be like I was so ashamed of certain stuff. Now, with my little girl, I used to have so much trouble. Like when I was riding the bus, I used to have so much trouble with some of the people on the bus, and I was kind of like in a bully situation. People used to be my friend one day, and then they would be pick a fight with me the next, and it was just like that situation plus how I hear these kids when they're getting on and off the bus here. And if y'all hear me breathing hard, that's because I got a cold and I got asthma. So if you hear me kind of wheezing a little bit, that's why. But me having a hard time on the buses when I was younger, and then hearing all these kids calling each other bees and calling the girls all kind of crazy names, I just kind of made it up in my mind that As long as I have a car or some type of transportation, basically a car. If I have transportation that I would try my best not to let my little girl ride the bus. Cause my baby can't handle that stuff like that. My baby's a little scary cat. She ain't about that life. My baby ain't about that life. But yeah, it made me think back in the day, like I used to be so embarrassed. But a lot of people would have been happy to even have that little ugly truck to ride around in. You said that's why your son a car rider. Listen, let me tell you something. My little girl, now when she first started going to well, we call it a blender school, but it was basically Head Start when they're like 3 and 4. But my little girl had to wait because her birthday is after the cutoff date. But anyway, so you can go there from 3 and 4, but my little girl had to do 4 and 5. Okay, so she did her 2 years. I used to let her ride the bus in the morning and then go pick her up in the afternoon because it used to be my little. I don't know if y'all see my little girl, but she has a light skin tone. She used to be so hot on the bus in the summer. Her face would be drenched and just red, like drenched with sweat and just really red. So I was like, well, I can't let her be riding the bus in the summer like that. So I just made sure I got a car or whatever. This girl got mad at me because I was picking her up from school every day. And I'm like, do you not know how much a privilege it is to be a quote unquote car rider? Do you know how much people used to be jealous of other people who used to ride in cars home? Like the bus riders used to be so jealous of the car riders. Do you not know how much of a privilege you have? You say you never got in a fight, so got butt cutting. Child, I ain't never got in a physical fight. I did a little pushing, I did a little arguing, but that's just me kind of trying to. That was just me kind of trying to get people out of my face. Excuse me, y'all. That was just me kind of trying to get people out of my face. Like I said, I don't know. I didn't have it hard. It was like I was. It was like I had a good friendships, but if I feel like I always kind of got caught up in stuff. I never did anything, but I would be friends with a lot of people that would get into arguments with each other, that would talk about each other, but some kind of way, I guess because I was the more quiet one, when they would fall out with each other, they would say that I was the one that was talking about such and such. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Like I didn't even talk about her because my mama ain't even let me get on the phone. So my mom wouldn't even let me talk on the phone. You say you fought a lot in school. You had to fight. I went to rough school. I have fought boys and girls. You said all your life you had to fight. All my life I had to fight. Man, listen. My friend is like that. Both of my friends is like that. They'll fight at the drop of a dime. It don't even matter. It don't matter. They'll fight in the drop of a dime. At the drop of a dime. And I'm like, chill. All they did was ask you, did you want some water? Did you want some water with your food? Chill out. Calm down. They be ready now. They be on go. He said you was the weird girl. I'm basically like the same how I was back then, how I am now. I just laugh all the time. I used to get in trouble for laughing in class all the time and get kicked out. But I still was a good kid. So I get kicked out maybe for about 5 or 10 minutes. They'll tell me to come back in and hold me after class. You get that talk like, I know your mama, right? I know your mama. So I know your mama don't play with you, right? And I'm like, yes, ma'am. So why you doing all that laughing in my class? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I won't do it no more. But as soon as somebody say something funny, I'll be falling all out the desk, all on the floor, doing all kind of just crazy stuff. You say go and look at your pics. Child. You say you was always defending yourself. You say you was robbing people. Lord have mercy, girl. You was doing all that. See, I didn't even know about stuff like that. You say, you hear me? My mama is a retired professor and she was ready anytime someone come for any of her children and niece and nephew. You have to be, man, listen, you can talk about me all you want to. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I probably won't even say that. Let you say something about one of my children or my nieces or my nephew. Man, it'd be a whole different ball game. You don't even have to get yourself ready because that mama instinct just kick in. You say, for the love of Juice, speaking of bullies, have you heard of the cult leader Nature Boy? No, I haven't heard of that. What happened with that? You say weird people have unique ways though. Yeah, they do. I'm kinda like a little bit weird, but I'm just different. I just like different stuff. You say your mama was a school teacher fighting. Oh, I know she got in trouble. I was dark skinned, looked like a nerd, and was popular. That's what I'm saying. You go to different schools, different stuff will be popular. Different schools, like we used to wear Reeboks. Now back in the day, we used to wear Reeboks. Well, first we started out with the British Knights. Do y'all remember them? The British Knights, the BKs. We started out with them, and then we had the Reebok Classics, and we used to wear the little socks with the puff ball on the back. Then we started getting into like the New Balances and then the Nikes. Puma kind of made a little comeback a little bit at one point in time. We was wearing Filas. Then we started when we got to high school. We call them flavors, but y'all call them what do y'all call them? Air Force Ones, but we call them flavors or whatever. So people start wearing flavors, and people start wearing the different type of Tims, the beef and broccoli, stuff like that. So, and when you go to different school, different stuff is popular. Different kind of people are popular. Different kind of sayings is popular. Different kind of clothes is popular. Hairstyles and everything. You just never know. Basically, the main thing was just be yourself. So you didn't have to kind of fall into changing every time other people change, going with the fads or whatever. You say I bullied the bullies. I couldn't stand them picking on people they knew wouldn't fight back. That's what I hate about stuff like that. Don't 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 pick on people that you know ain't gonna fight you back. Cause everybody ain't built the same. I was taking my grandma. Excuse me. You said I was taking my grandma food stamps, buying candy from 99 cent store and selling it to the white kids at school. Man, listen. You say, yep, my daddy still wear mine. I was the opposite. I fought for myself and defended myself at a young age because my parents worked and I was a latchkey kid. I love that phrase, latchkey kid. I didn't know what that meant until I was, um, I was kind of older when I found out what latchkey kid was. But I love that term. Basically, a latchkey kid is somebody where you come home by yourself and you get your food and basically you take care of yourself until your family come home. You said the Air Force Ones were comfy. Y'all, I used to do so much stupid stuff, right? So my mama was working at this. By the time I got her old job had shut down and they moved everybody to China, right? So when I got in the ninth grade, which is the high school for us, ninth through the 12th, when I got in the ninth grade, she started working at this job from 7 at night to 7 in the morning. So she was making a little bit more money, not much. If I tell you now, this job is good for my area, but y'all probably be like, how do y'all even survive off that little bit of money? But anyway, so she was making a little bit of money. So by the time I got in the in the 12th grade, I was a senior. You getting your stuff for your prom together, you getting stuff for your gowns together, you getting the money together for your senior trip, blah blah this and blah blah that. Now this how silly I used to be back in the day. My mom was giving me like 150, 175, $200 at a time. I was supposed to be paying on all my senior stuff, and I'm taking the money and going to buy clothes and shoes. 18 now, y'all. 18, just being dumb. Just being dumb, doing dumb stuff. Did I get to go on my senior trip? No. The only thing I got to do because I was being so late, the only thing I got to do was to take my senior pictures. My mom was like, do you really think I'm finna give you that money again after you done spent it on something you ain't had no business spending it on? You say all that brown. Ooh, where you from, Lisa? Lisa, where are you from? Lisa say all that brown gel in that fan ponytail. I could never get me no big fan. My fan used to be so little. Y'all about to get me started again now. Yeah, we talk about being young and dumb. Now we don't talk about Nicki a lot. Miss Pizarro says, I didn't either. I can't go to my high school trips because I stayed in trouble. Well, they look like the little tornado coming through the door. Let me see. Is that them? It must have been somebody else. He said, "Yep, I don't like bullies either. People still try. Yeah, people will still try to bully you now, like in your grown age. I be looking at them like, for real, really, like you really like you finna tell me, girl, if you don't go head on somewhere. You say you were so spoiled. Yeah, I had a little fan, my little baby fan. My little baby fan, my fan used to be about the same, probably like holding two fingers together, just a little bit. My little fan used to be so small. Yeah, y'all is bringing back memories. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and go. I don't know where nobody at. I think everybody done gone and done went somewhere and left me because nobody ain't even came back. Y'all had the brown gel and the butterfly clips. Lord, listen. When we got those what was it? The Chinese sticks. When we got those back again, oh Lord, when the Chinese sticks came out, when they bought, we call them knee knockers. I don't know what y'all call them. Like the pants that come right up under your knee. What do y'all call them? Because we call them you say stay with us. No, I can't stay. 'Cause I got to see where everybody at. It's mighty quiet around here. I don't know where my other daughter at. I don't know where my baby at. I don't know where my friend at. Nobody ain't calling saying that. And I believe they done gone and left. When knee knockers first came back, we was looking like, what in the world is this? But we started wearing the knee knockers. Oh, another thing we used to do. We used to get those big jumbo braids and make them long and then put them in a ponytail at the top of our head and have them coming down like a bob. Did y'all do that? He said parachutes, knickerbockers, knee pants. Y'all call it capris, yeah. That's what some people call them, but we call them knee knockers. Chinaman sticks. We had all that stuff. All that stuff was so exciting when it first came back. We was like, what is this? She said, I still do that. You said I have six sisters. One of my twins just passed. So I'm sorry. But when we were little, we would go to the park by our house and go to the ladies' restroom. And if we see persons on the floor, we put them under the stall. Did y'all ever get in trouble? Excuse me, y'all. You said Capri, some folks call them right. Them BKs, baby Lord, I'm showing my age. Right, that's what I say about them BKs, them British Knights. I remember my mama had bought me some of them. But see, with my little girl, listen, well, I told y'all Walmart is our favorite place to go. My niece buys my little girl probably a pair of Jordans almost every Christmas. That's probably the only name brand, like actual name brand shoe my little girl gets. Um, she gets shoes from Walmart. She gets shoes from we have a place down here called Shoe Show. The only like close to name brand stuff she gets is those what are those called? Those blinky toes things. They cost like $50. I bought her those, but I don't get that name. My little girl probably will get a Nike shoe when she probably get about in the sixth or the seventh grade. Other than that, she gonna be doing these no name brand stuff. I can get my little girl a pink pair of shoes right now. Pink pair of shoes. My little girl go to school, come back. Them shoes look like they have been worn for 2 months. I'm not spending no money on those shoes. I'm not spending no money on those shoes like that. I refuse to do it. You say you go to Burlington Coat Factory. You say we got caught one time. I snitched because back then we got beat with whatever our parents could find. I snitched. Today I hate snitches and I was one. Man, listen. Ooh, I didn't get a lot of beatings, but I got some major beatings. Like I didn't get just like regular beating. My mom was kind of like me. You got to be really, really doing something bad in her eyes to really get a beating. So that means the better stuff that you do to get a beating, the worse your beating gonna be. But I didn't really get a lot, but the ones I did, I still remember to this day. I can tell you that. You say, what about K Swiss? Yeah, K Swiss was kind of like the sixth to the eighth grade. K Swiss and New Balances and ooh, girl, listen, y'all ever seen those Princess Reeboks when Reeboks kind of got um popular again? I had got a pair of those high, those very very tall Reeboks. Girl, you couldn't tell me. Now I think I was in ninth grade. I had them start getting some hips. Y'all know I'm big now, but I was big back then, but I wasn't, big. It was kind of like a good, good shape or whatever. I had them start getting hips. My little boobs had them start coming out. I had the tight pants on. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna wear these princess shoes and kind of showing off. I'm walking from the store. These shoes about 3 or 4 inches tall. I'm walking from the store just to call myself just a switching, trying to show off for the boys at the store and bust my tail. Bust my tail in front of everybody. Lord, I could have crawled home. I could have literally just crawled home or rolled down a hill. Y'all know them princess. Hold on, I'm finna show y'all. Y'all know them princess Reeboks that was really, really tall. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't remember them? Let me see if I can find them. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I got to find them. Y'all know them tall. What was the name? I thought it was Princess Reeboks. Hold on, let me see if I can find them, child. I bet you they ain't got them. I'm gonna put tall Reeboks. That might be what it was. I don't even see them. But I tell you what, I don't know if y'all remember them or not, but they was really, really tall, really, really tall. And I'm like, I got to have these Reeboks, and I beg my mom for them Reeboks, and I beg my mom for them Reeboks. I don't even think I wore 'em no more after I failed that time. I don't know where they at, but anyway, maybe they was wedges, Reeboks wedges or something like that. I'm gonna find these shoes. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Not these ugly things. Anyway, y'all, Reeboks with the thick bottom. Let me try that, and then I ain't trying no more. I'm determined to find these shoes, child. And I don't see them. Anyway. Mm-mm. But anyway, child. I'm trying to find y'all comments. Okay. You say you don't need to do no shopping. Was it Reeboks Aerobics? Is that what it was? I don't know. I thought they was called the Princess Reeboks. They had such a thick bottom. They was like, I want to say about 3 inches, 3 or 4 inches. They were so tall and they were so pretty to me. I thought them was the best things since sliced bread. But girl, I caught myself switching going down that road. Well, I was on the sidewalk, and my house used to be when I used to live down that way. My house used to be really close to the store, and all the time. Oh Lord Jesus, girl, don't get me started on that. Y'all know I used to live in the country. I told you I used to live in the country. Then we went uptown, and all those boys was down there, and they wasn't my cousins. They wasn't my cousin. I'm like, oh shoot. But anyway, girl, just a switching going down that sidewalk. I bust my tail, and I just heard a roar of laughter just come from the store. People were blowing their horn at me and everything. I'm like, Lord Jesus, take me now. Just take me now, Jesus. The D boys, right? Yeah, and they had dreads and all kind of stuff. I just be like, ooh, Jesus. It used to be a neighborhood right across the street too that my friend lived in. Whew. He said was slow motion. You know how sometimes you falling, and then sometimes you don't know you falling. Like this time that I fell with these high Reeboks, I wish I could find them Reeboks. Lord, I want y'all to see them Reeboks so bad. But you know how you fall sometimes. All I know is when I looked up, I was staring at the sky. That's all I know. Oh, here they is. There they go right here. This is an example. This is an example of these shoes right here. But mine was white, and I think they had like pink and white stripes on the bottom. But can y'all imagine me walking around in these? Lord, I'm tickled at my own self. But I'm telling you, you couldn't tell me nothing. You say, "Oh, never show them." Good night, Sandy. Oh man, I still fall now. I had to be careful. My friend be like, you need to sit down somewhere because you just fall all the time. Like I Claire, I fall all the time. Then another time, Lord, I was at school one time and it was like really um icy. It was really icy. We had just came back off of Christmas break. And back then, which they still do it now, we used to come in the back way to our school, and it's like with the bathrooms and by the gym and everything. If you rode the bus, you came in the back way. So when you come back from Christmas, everybody comes back with like a new pair of shoes, a new pair of Tims, new clothes, and everything, right? So everybody's standing on the wall, or whatever. Okay. So I did good at the beginning of school, but it was icy outside. Like I said, when we came back, it was ice. So I had my little Tims. I used to love wearing button-down shirts, but I used to tuck them in my pants because I had like real big hips, and like that or whatever. So I did good going to school, but then when we was on the way home, get ready to get on the buses, I stepped off. I stepped off that sidewalk, and the next thing I know, I was looking up at the clouds in the sky, and I'm like, "What just happened?" I know I didn't fall in front of everybody at the school. Well, I tell you, everybody, I had to literally walk from the back part of the school to where the bus was at. I had to walk the whole way with everybody laughing at me, and I'm like, "Oh my god, how did I do that?" I just fell in front of everybody, and I was just about to die. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I was just about to die. I really was. But then I came back to school every day. I mean, back to school the next day, and like a lot of people was falling. So I didn't really, cause the ice was still there, so I ain't feel that bad after that. And then a lot of people didn't even know about it, like the people who didn't ride the buses. But that's something I remember to this day. I'll never forget that. You say we used to have to wear our clothes 2 days before putting on anything. Really? Like wear the same clothes twice to school? You say I felt senior peak day coming down the ramp of our cafeteria. I swear it took me 2 minutes. Why did you tell me that? Compose yourself. Compose yourself. Why did you tell me that? Ooh, hold on, y'all. Let me get myself together. Oh God. How did you deal with that after you did that? How did you deal with that? Oh my God. But see, when you younger and stuff like that happens to you, it kind of make you a better person when you get old. When you get older, because I had a lot of embarrassing moments, and that kind of made me not laugh at people when they have embarrassing moments. Oh no, you say I fell down the escalator in the mall trying to speak to a middle school crush. Oh my god. Oh my God. How did you deal with that? Oh, Particle, you said I became a hood Beyonce. You said you fell for 2 minutes straight. That's the part that took me out when you said that part. Lord Jesus. I'm telling y'all, when you younger and you have to deal with embarrassing moments, you pass gas in class. Oh Lord. When you have to deal with embarrassing moments like that when you're young, it do kind of make you a better person because when you see somebody having an embarrassing moment or they get hurt or they fall. I never laugh when people fail anyway, and I don't know. I really, honestly, and truly don't even know why it's funny that when people fall, I don't know why it's funny when we laugh. Why do we laugh when people fall? I really don't know. You have to laugh, right? You have to laugh. You say, "Girl, he paid me no attention." That's the bad part. You trying to wave at him and you falling down the escalator. He ain't even paying no attention. Yeah, if you laugh when you have an embarrassing moment. You say you left out the mall, girl. I would have never went back to that mall a day in my life, even after I got grown. Oh Lord, he said not my best friend that I caught. One minute, he said now my best friend that I caught my boyfriend with is and has been a long, long time while comma. I never passed gas where people heard. Man, listen. That's what I said. She said she fell for 2 minutes. That's the part that took me out. Like Lord Jesus. You say I laugh at myself all the time when I fall. I'm always just tripping. I can be just walking and I just like I don't know if I have a imbalance or what. I just fall all the time. And the bad part is it's usually on the days that I have the most confidence for some reason. It's almost like Jesus is like humble yourself. like on the day that I don't think I'm fine. I'm like trying to switch and everything. Then the next thing I know, I'm looking up at the sky like, what happened? I was doing good. What happened? But you know how that is. Hey Carla, how you doing? Platform Reeboks. There you go. There you go. That's what it was. The platform Reeboks. You say I don't care. I will follow my husband. So you clumsy. Yeah. I used to. I'm telling you, I'll fall right to this day. Like the other day, where was we at? I was somewhere. I didn't fall, but you know how you walking on the carpet and your foot, the front part of your shoe just kind of make you stumble a little bit. I did that and I just kept right on walking. I was like, I don't know what I be thinking about. You say you good, hun. I'm doing fine. We just in here running my mouth. Did not mean to stay on live this long. You say, oh, ever have a eyelash hanging off, humbling? Oh, I don't wear eyelashes. I don't do makeup or eyelashes and stuff like that. Cause like I told y'all before, with my mama, she was just so strict, and they didn't wear. The only thing they probably will wear is maybe like a little bit of lipstick. Do y'all remember that green lipstick that turned red when you put it on? They would wear a little bit of lipstick when they went to like a dance club or something like that. But we wasn't allowed to wear lipstick, so I don't really care about makeup and stuff. So I don't wear lashes and stuff like that. But I have had just a lot of embarrassing stuff happen to me. But like I say, I feel like it still made me be like a better person. Like know not to be pickified towards people. Don't laugh at people and stuff like that. You say because it'll fall off. You say I do. I have so much makeup. I love watching people put on makeup. You say I love mood lipstick. I love watching people put on makeup. It's interesting to me. Let's see, like okay, yesterday my little girl. You remember I told y'all they're doing the 12 days of Christmas at school. Yesterday they had to dress up as either Santa Claus or Mrs. Santa Claus, and I let her dress up as I let her dress up as Mrs. Santa Claus, and I put a little bit of red lipstick on her lips. You couldn't tell her nothing. She thought she was. You say you spend $500 on makeup in one swipe, girl. But if that's something that you want to do, I like with certain stuff. With my little girl, I'll go spend I'll go buy my little girl clothes every month from Walmart. But see, Walmart's so cheap that I have no problem with doing that. But that's what I want to do. Like other people spend money on makeup, other people spend money on clothes. But I love to buy clothes for my little girl. I love to buy her those little undershirts, her underwear, her socks, her clothes. I love doing that stuff. You say you got so many stories, man. I had it, Lord Jesus. I'll be on here talking to y'all for hours and hours. But yeah, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of stuff. I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of stupid stuff. Like I told y'all, before I had my little girl, I just really was just. You say, hey, sexy lawyer, I ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, everybody has something that they like in particular. Like everybody has something in their budget every month that they're willing to spend. Some people like to go to the movies a lot, which we go pretty regular. We don't go all the time, but we go pretty regular to the movies. But like I said, by it being, and I'm trying to figure out where everybody at right now because everybody done left me and nobody ain't called me or nothing. But we're doing a lot more Christmas activities this month. We try to see where everybody at. Hold on, y'all. You say, girl, when you lie, girl, where you live, because you can call me, give me the $500 and I'll find a better deal for you. But don't get mad when I get bored and I start DMing you to go live. Right. Ain't nobody even answering my phone, child. I don't know what's going on. You say Mimi tired of Nicki. Yeah, I'll be missing. I remember what's the topic? We was talking about Nicki. Then we started talking about some of everything else, child. Mm. I'm trying to see where everybody in my family at now. Say Nicki got her a new man, another criminal. I wasn't ashamed. It's so fun to catch her live. It's just like talking to your homegirl or sister. Great platform for discussing these foods. Right. Yeah, she was the topic, but child, we so far off of Nicki topic, they don't even make no sense. Now I'm trying to figure out where all my family at. Cause nobody ain't trying to call me or nothing. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Sounds good. Hey, where y'all at? Huh? Oh, she got Gabby with her. I was trying to figure out. I didn't know because she came over here, but I was on live and then she left, so I didn't know what was going on. Oh, so you? Oh, okay, okay. So you done did your school thing and all that. Hey, I'm on live, but listen, when y'all get ready to come, bring fat home, bring those red hair bows, okay? Cause you keep forgetting to give them to me. Don't forget, please, cause she got to be a present tomorrow, and they take the pictures tomorrow. Please, yeah, please find them, cause I need them, cause I bought her a little dress. She wanted to wear a shiny dress for tomorrow. Okay, all right, appreciate it. Okay, well let me go, cause I'm still on live, child. I'm sorry about that, y'all, cause I was trying to figure out where everybody is, cause nobody ain't called me or nothing. You say, girl, we being off the topic of Nicki. Yeah, they got to be a present tomorrow, but my little girl, she just be telling me 1,000 things. They got to be a present tomorrow, but they also taking Christmas pictures tomorrow. But she also wanted to dress up in this shiny Christmas dress. So I don't know what she think I'm supposed to do. So I'll figure something out in the morning. But I need her red bows. You say y'all act like y'all ain't never turned on y'all whole family about the meeting. Hmm. Child. You say I don't care for Nicki Man, but hey, it's her life. That's true too. But that's why we was talking about that earlier. Why is it like when it came to Cardi, everybody was so hard down? And I'm just using her as as an example, not with their whole beef thing. Why was everybody talking so bad down on Cardi, but then when it come to Nicki, and I ain't talking about you specifically, Miss Pizarro, but why when it was to Cardi, everybody was talking about how ratchet she was. She crazy because she the fourth baby mama. Offset always cheating on her. She shouldn't have threw that shoe at Nicki. She ratchet. She this. She that. But then when it comes to Nicki, everybody like, well, that's her life. Like, well, wait a minute now. Y'all was just talking about Cardi, but when it come to Nicki, it's her life. You say moving on. Y'all YouTube that Nature Boy or his other name, Eligio the Christ. Hold on, y'all. Hello. I ain't want you, child. I just trying to see what y'all were doing. I ain't heard from nobody in a while. I, now, why are you acting like that? I was just trying to see where everybody was at, cause I ain't here. Oh well, excuse me, child. Okay. No, you ain't got to bring her home now. I was just checking to see. Hold on, y'all. Go ahead. Oh, okay. All right, child. I was just checking. I ain't hearing nothing from nobody. Okay, okay. Y'all can keep the truck because I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, bye. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was trying to see where everybody is. Nobody went calling. Nobody in here saying that. You said Nikki playing chess while they're playing checkers. You say my man a feeling, so I can't judge. I mean, like I don't know. I don't know, so I ain't gonna talk on it. You say Cola say, I wonder if not dating non-famous people work better for celebrities. Um, I don't know. I don't know which would be better. No, I ain't going nowhere because I thought. See, this what had happened was we was talking about going to the movies earlier to see the Grinch. Then we was talking about going to a what is it called? A parade, a Christmas parade. So I guess when I got on live, I made everybody mad, and I ain't heard nothing from nobody. They went and got my baby from school, and I ain't heard nothing from nobody. Everybody went and started chilling with each other. You say it depends on the charge in the individual itself. Okay, so let me say this right. You say you need a criminal sometimes. Okay, so let me say this right. I'm 36. I had my little girl when I was 28. And I have done a lot of crazy stuff. But when I had my little girl, it seemed like the common sense just kicked in. I don't know no other way to describe it besides that the common sense just kicked in. Okay, so first of all, I would never date anybody, a man, and bring them into my house, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. My little girl is 7. She's a little chunky, but literally, she has she has a little chunky butt. I wouldn't feel safe with a man being in my house knowing that my daughter's body is a certain way. Okay, right? I don't trust men in general, and I definitely ain't gonna trust you around my little girl. Now let's go further than that. If somebody really, really put in time and work and really tried to prove to me and made me trust them, if that person was a criminal that had anything to do with little kids or rape or anything, that person would never, ever, ever, ever get in my house around my children. It would never happen. It would never happen. Even with murder, manslaughter. What kind of how could you? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Cola. Now I'm not talking about nobody. I'm not I'm not throwing shade at nobody or nothing. I'm just saying I would feel so crazy because what drove you to kill somebody else? What would make that not what would make you not do the same thing to me and my little girl or my other girls, my big girls or whatever? Oh yes, Cola, you are right. You right, Cola. You have to watch your sons too. People crazy nowadays. That's true. My mama have to remind me about that all the time, even though I don't have any sons. But mama, I say that all the time. My mom has to say, "Don't forget now, these people they'll mess with your boys too," and that's true. You really have to keep an eye. Now, what about when this was probably about 2 months ago? The man got mad at the son, and I think he hit the son. The boyfriend got mad at the son over a game or something. He hit the son, and the mama tried to take up for the son, and he ended up killing the mama and the son. And then when the police was called, he tried to say that the son attacked him, so he killed both of them in self defense. So when I say about people that's been in prison and stuff like that, you have to always keep that stuff. It is a sick world. You have to keep. Thank you, Kiki. You have to keep that stuff in mind. You have to keep that stuff in mind because people was like, "Well, he was young." Okay, say with the Nicki thing. Somebody was arguing with me, right? I try not to argue with people on Instagram, but I do. I end up doing it anyway. So let me just not even say that. Somebody was like, he was 15. He was young when he did that. Okay, so that scares me even more because you're young, trying to force somebody to be sexual with you with a knife. You that young thinking about raping somebody at 15? At 15? That makes me even more scared of you. And I'm not saying that because of Nick, and I'm saying that in real life. This how I feel. This is Juice talking. Like I told y'all when we are on live, I mean, excuse me, when we're on live, this is Aston talking. This is Aston talking. This is not Juice. Juice is on the videos. This is the real live Aston. These are my opinions. When I think about a 15-year-old trying to take my stuff or take my daughter's stuff or take my nieces, that scares me even more. Because what's going on in your life that you that young? That means your mind messed up. He used a knife to force her. Plus, he was probably big for that age. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on in your mind at that age that you think it's okay to do that? Is it wrong as a mother to not want men around your kids at all? Okay, okay. I had this conversation on Instagram and a lot of people came at me, right? I live in the South, heard and seen so many stuff. So much stuff. Heard and seen so much stuff. Um, my little girl had spent the night at my very close friend's house, my mama and my sister who live together, and my brother's house. When she goes to my brother's house, my 18-year-old niece is in charge of her. He has two girls and one boy. My 18-year-old niece is in charge of her. These are the only people that my daughter has ever spent the night with, stayed over, left from my protection to their protection. Me as a mama, Aston Shanae as a mama, I would never have a man living in my house, even if that means me sacrificing, which can go back to the title, is Nicki ruining her career for her happiness. She's sacrificing her career for her happiness. But I would be sacrificing, which I don't care about having no man. I really don't. I would be sacrificing my love life to protect my daughter. I have no problem with doing that. Right. You say my kids didn't do sleepovers. I have no problem with doing that. I don't care nothing about no man. Cause even if you have to go off from the house to have you a little fun, or while the kids at school go have you a little fun. I'm a heavy sleeper. And my daughter's room is right, like, cause I live in an apartment. My daughter's room is right there by the bathroom. If I wake up in the middle of the night and you walking through my house and your boxers, you might just even be going to the bathroom. I couldn't trust that. In my heart, I've seen so much. I've been through so much. I've heard so much. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Right? Late night creeping while they sleep. Right? I couldn't do it. Y'all say y'all do sleepovers either. I don't. No, ma'am, Pam. Y'all go to the movies. Excuse me. Y'all go to the movies, skating. Uh, uh, even a little, a little dance party. Not no party, but like a little dance party, whatever. We can do all that. Spending the night. I ain't with it. I ain't with it. You say you say you're not a heavy sleeper. You rattle my paper, my eyes open. Listen, this comes from my peace of mind. I say again, I seen a lot. I done had a lot happen to me, and I done heard a lot. I don't trust people like that. I'm not saying never ever have your love life, but because it would be crazy to say that you couldn't. But I just wouldn't. Not around my girls. And you know what makes me mad, right? Right. Then yet says I didn't let my daughter's father sit in his lap. No way, no how. That's another thing I don't like to see. I don't. You say your dude used to come through the window. You have to do what you got to do. But see, you still protecting your kids. We can have our little fun. We can have our fun, but you ain't staying in my house. I'm not. I don't feel safe with stuff like that. You say my mama said no. He got no choice. Nobody, not even these females, because when Whitney was molested by a woman, nobody to be trusted, right? Because was it somebody in her family that did that to her? You say me either. Spend the night says a no. That's exactly why there is so many weirdos from lack of fathers. Thank the Clinton. I just, you say I'm glad I don't have kids because I kill about mine. It's a natural instinct. I don't care how scary. I don't care how scary you is. I don't care how much of a scary cat you are. I don't care how much of a quiet person you are. Let somebody do something to your kids. Get out of line with your kids. Get smart with your kids. You will go off. Hold on. Hold on. I told her y'all go ahead and keep the truck because I ain't going nowhere. Cause since y'all done did whatever y'all did, I ain't going nowhere. So if you wanna come take her in the morning, that's fine. All right. All right, bye. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I could never, I can't really trust no man, staying in my house like that. And like everybody's saying, you have to be careful about the women too. But I couldn't trust that. You said my parents were the same way. If you want to sleep over, invite your friends to the house and we'll cook, have fun, listen to music all night long. So my house was a place to go. Now I can get down with that. You said a baby is innocent. Right. You said that meat was good. I gave him a special day. My son was stay at my mama house and we about to get nasty, right? You do what you have to do. You do what you have to do. Sometimes you have to, everybody sleep. You come over here. We could chill for a couple hours, but before my children get up, you're gonna have to go while they at school. Well, my kids at school, you're gonna have to come over here now. Do what you have to do, but some people trust. Okay, so lately, for about the last 3 years, you hear a lot about these boyfriends killing girlfriends, little daughters, and sons. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know why I keep drinking that juice. But anyway, you hear a lot about the boyfriends killing the little girls. I'll never forget this story right here. And I don't talk about this before. I could not get this story out of my head. This, and I'm gonna call her a dummy, so forgive me. This dumb B gonna say, when asked, why did you leave your little girl home with your boyfriend for so many days? This girl said, I went back home. I traveled back home to visit my family. And I'm just sitting over here thinking, if that's your family, you dummy, is that not your little girl's family also? Now, I'm not saying that he wasn't wrong, because of course he was. I'm not saying that it's not victim shaming, blaming, whatever y'all want to call it. And a lot of people get mad at me when I say this. A lot of people get mad at me when I say this. Why you as a mama, first of all, this is not this little girl's daddy. This little girl, 2 or 3 years old. How can you go away for a whole week, travel out of town on an airplane to go visit your family, which is her family also? How can you leave this little girl home with a man, a 2 or 3 year old, come back baby raped and dead? How can you do that as a mama? How can you do that as a mama? I never forgot that story. That thing was so crazy to me that that girl did it. And then by her even saying that I went to go visit my family. Like, you sound so stupid. You say y'all seen the video about the daughter, the mama boyfriend was feeling on the little girl in the car and she recorded it. You know why she probably had to record it? Because she knew her mama wasn't gonna believe her. Because she knew her mama wasn't gonna believe her. Because he convinced her to do so. But who can convince you? Listen, if I got a little girl, right? And even though I would never trust it, if I had a little girl, okay, so say like this right here, right? I just hold on, y'all. Let me get my little thoughts together, because I want to say about 4 or 5 different things, but I know I'm gonna forget the other ones when I start talking about one. Okay, so let me just say this right. Y'all ever seen these women that ain't had a man in a long time, and they got like 12 and 13-year-old daughters, right? Then all of a sudden they start going with a man. Then after a couple of months, they don't move this man in their house. First of all, if I got 12 and 13-year-old girls, you definitely ain't getting in my house. Second of all, do y'all know there are men who actively target women who have kids of a certain age so that they can abuse them? Do you know that there are girls right now, 2 years old, 3 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old, that tell their mama such and such touched me here, or did this or did that, and their mama tell them stop lying, or you shouldn't have been grown, or what did you do, or how did it happen? Man, y'all know I get riled up, so I'm trying not to. It just blows me away. Even if my little girl came and told me, even if I trusted someone enough to be around my little girl, which I know in my heart that would never happen, but even if I did, let's just say by a long shot, if I did, if my little girl came right now and said such and such did something to me, even if I didn't believe my little girl, even if I didn't believe her, I still could not be with you, because it's already been said. I still couldn't, even if he could prove to me that my little girl was lying, and even if she confessed that she was lying, after that day, I still couldn't be with that person. I just couldn't. You say, yes, I heard heard that story on the Omar Wiggins show. I would never forget that story. What about the one where the girl went to the store with her boyfriend and left all her kids home and the kids put the baby in the oven? What about that? What about this woman let her own baby daddy watch their little boy and he bit the little boy nose off? People are crazy. You say I hate topics like this because MFers like that need to be hung. People are crazy. I don't know what's worse. I'm telling y'all, when I was on Instagram, and this is part of what made me go off, not go off bad, but just when I said I started calling them slow, and forgive me for saying that word, but it was women with children defending this guy that attempted to rape this girl at knife point at the age of 15. It was women with children that was defending him on my Instagram. And I was like, y'all can, yeah, right, Cola. People are crazy. I was like, y'all cannot be, y'all are sitting here defending this. Y'all are defending this guy. Are y'all kidding me? You see, I know plenty of women who lie on men like that. Yeah, women do lie on men. We ain't talking about women right now. We talking about young girls. Mama says they ain't there stir for days. It is stir for days. I can tell y'all stuff just from stuff that happened around here. Just from stuff that happened around here. I don't know why. I'll never be desperate for no man like that. I'll never be desperate for no man like that. If my child tell me something happened, a lot of women don't even believe their kids. Why do you think a lot of women grow up and are very hateful when they're grown? Because a lot of stuff happened to them. Nobody did comfort them. Nobody didn't help them back in the day. Nobody didn't come and be their protection for them. Nobody didn't come to take them away from all the painful stuff. So they balled all that stuff up inside, and now they're just like, just hateful people and stuff. But I, no, it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I could tell y'all about stuff, especially down here in the South. I know it happens everywhere, but I'm just saying, especially down here in the South, it's just a lot. Men sometimes are more valuable to women than their own kids. And it's sad. He said that's why I say babies are innocent. Right. Well, y'all, I'm gonna have to get off of here because there go my little Tasmanian devil, my little hurricane coming through the door. So I will talk to y'all later. I will talk to y'all later or tomorrow. Hey, fat fat. Hold on. So I will talk to y'all later or tomorrow, and we can finish the discussion about family and stuff. But I will talk to y'all later. All right, y'all. Bye.